Very fitting. I mean, I predicted it, so I have to say I foresaw that happening anime style. Also,
You
it's
did.
like it's like he defeats his sub boss to go and fight his the main boss because
Yeah,
him
exactly.
and Ails have had a great rivalry and matches and they play a lot. But recent time, obviously, we've saw the match with him and Keev on the PlayStation Twitch. You know, that really good event, big event, and they put on a great show representing Soulcalibur as well to kick off that show. And now here we go, the run back a week later, and it's on the PC. And that is what you were saying earlier, Dan, about it was on PS4. You know we prefer tournaments on PC, and here we have it on PC.
Yeah, well, PC is the gamer's choice. Well, I mean, aside from that, it's the best way to play fighting games at the moment, especially
Yeah.
the current gen,
Mm.
because a lot of them will probably not even run at 60 FPS on PS4s and Xboxes, and if they do, connection qualities will vary drastically because a lot of console players will have Wi-Fi connectability. Connectability is not a word. Connectivity, and they'll very rarely have a Ethernet cable. That's the word. My brain's not functioning at the moment. Very rarely have an Ethernet cable connected to their routers, especially because sometimes if you do live with family, you'll have a router downstairs. Your room will be upstairs. So we get it. Sometimes you have to play on Wi-Fi, and you can't always have access to it. But PC is the superior way to play. You can get many frames, and you'll be able to experience a game in all its glory, as well as picking the stage where I believe something special happens, but I'm not entirely sure what it is, Dragon. Would you please be able to shed some light on what happens on this stage at the end of every round?
I think it's something to do with wolves, like
You may be correct. I'm not sure. We'll have to see for ourselves at the end of the first round. But right now, Keev seems to just be steamrolling D3XUS. Oh, gives him the unblockable cancel into the grab. But Keev is only at E1, the scrub. Oh!
Yo, he's gone. Man, we have a really, we got a law battle as well. Like, Siegfried rising up from loser's battle to take on Nightmare. How appropriate is this?
Well, yeah, exactly. Oh, nice. The reason why Keev is under the British flag is because when he signed up, he didn't specify which country he was from, and we pull each name from a production tool, which will then pull a flag if they have associated it with their account. That's why Keev is currently British, because that's the default flag. So for all intents and purposes, Keev is now British. And so is D3XUS. All right, D3XUS managing to bring it back. Keev running through him in the first 20 seconds. D3XUS keeping composed, managing to get 2 rounds on the board. So D3XUS coming from losers are going to have to win 6 games. He's going to have to reset with 3 and then win another 3 to win the tournament. While Keev only has to win 3. And this is what we love to see.
Yo, man just got bullied.
That was pure bully. And he had Dark Legacy as well. He could have popped it at any time. But, he's scared of the Keev 2K tech. Trying to hit him with a 6A. Oh, doesn't get the full string because it wasn't a counter hit. Oh, and he goes out, not reacting to the 50-50 low. And D3XUS goes 1 game up. He's still got a journey ahead of him. 5 more games and he'll be able to take the tournament. But Keev only has to win 3. And as a Nightmare, as Keev, as somebody who's been around the block as long as he has, with the tournament experience that he's got under his belt, should be relatively easy.
Yeah, definitely it's going to be an endurance test for D3XUS to see how we can. And I mean, they can have a lot more games to play. They're the first to 5. Potential, it could be a much longer set. So, all the questions that were answered in that, but they get to have the revenge match.
Oh, for sure. And it's looking like D3XUS seems to be the favorite to win. He's been kicking ass and taking names in these online tournaments. from like from the end of season 1 up until the end of season 2. Keev, being part of the French community, they're not a big fan of the net play aspect of this game, so they don't enter that many tournaments together. But Keev has more than enough experience under his belt to come back from a 1-game down loss, and just like that, just over 15 seconds into the match, and Keev has his first round. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Perfect use of the armor. 6-6B, such a good move into the NTC. Reclaim my heart. Great step by Keev into the back grab. Very nicely done. Alright, Keev has only got one more round to go until he puts himself on par with D3XUS in terms of games. Nice IAGA. Oh, B's on B's.
Flash. Worthless scum.
And he goes for the K option, gets the NTC. Great tech by D3XUS getting out of the soul attack. But beware, the new buffs to Nightmare means that he can shotgun you with soul attack moves while in soul charge, as well as go for guard crushes. And a great step, but a roulette absolutely destroys the whiff punish. There's a 6-6B. Goes for Grim Stride A plus B into the 2K. And here we go. We got ourselves a tournament, ladies and gentlemen. A grand finals game. Keev 1, D3XUS 1.
Oh man, this is how it was last time. He won and I won. He won and I win. It's so even, man. Really good to see. And it's another facet of this. We have like the online king, as that what D3XUS was called, and just doing damage all in this online period. And Keev has been a fighting game champion offline for many years in previous Soulcaliburs. It's good to see them facing in this battle.
I think it's always fun when you see two titans clash. Look, I'll say this multiple times. It's just a shame that D3XUS hasn't really been able to prove himself in the offline scene, because online, while as close a representative to a true competitive environment as you can get, it will not reflect how well you can react to things and how much you can do while you're offline. So hopefully, once all this world being on fire thing has died down, we'll be able to get D3XUS to the first offline, where it will be the Elf Soulcalibur Soul Warrior offline. And hopefully we'll see him kick ass and take names there as well.
Oh, great cut.
Seems to be very back and forth.
Yeah, really even.
It goes for the mix-up. Success is wrong into the 1B. Damn, man. This is so even, Dragon. I honestly couldn't call this.
It's sick. I love the fact that it's Siegfried and Nightmare. Like, just they both got similar styles. You know, the story. I love that part of fighting games, man. You just see two great players facing off when they both have similar characters like this in the story. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, it's two great players. Two players who have a history of fighting each other with characters that are lore opposites. You couldn't get better.
Yeah, you can go old versus new, veteran versus online versus. There's so much things you can say about it. Donk.
Yeah. Oh, that was the wrong decision. He may have slightly just been able to live if he'd just held guard, but he tried to go for the hard read instead, and he got completely obliterated for it.
Oh, he gets away and he jumps over it. Yo, that was sick.
That is why Keev is first seed in this tournament. Because of stuff like that.
Oh, and the patience, like, yeah.
Oh, that was disgusting. Soul attack. We're going to see another one. Is he going to shotgun it? He's going to bait out the soul charge. And he's going to 1B, but he's still got iframes. Doesn't duck the 6-6A.
Oh my god, and look at that. Two situations and he's back in it. And winning it. Jesus.
Tries to backstep. Oh, nice.
Get clothesline with the sword.
Oh, you can't take there. That's... Yeah. No. Oh my god, the damage.
A gift from the gods with that. Stomp.
Nice 1K. Keep his 2 bars to work with here. Oh, and a beautiful step as D3XUS tries to go for B6 soul charge. Damn, Keev is one game away, everyone, from actually denying DXUS a run-back win and taking SWO number 3. So looking at our match arena right now, we're still at $119.69. So as it goes, thank you, Ren the Wild, Zafina Lisa, with the 50-cent contribution. Direct contribution, thank you very much. Currently, the split would be around $59, $41, and $17 for our top 3 payout.
Right, potentially the last game. DXUS has to do a lot to try and take this.
God, the decision making from Keev is so good.
Well, it does it again, reversal edge.
He just reversal edges anyway. Oh, knees him straight in the face, gets the string.
Alright, you can do that. Try to spin out of that.
Oh, great call by DXUS. If he'd have got hit by that, that could have been the end of it. Just holding strong. He's seen the tournament so far on stream. He knows what DXUS is capable of. There's the 50-50.
Good dunk there, AJ.
That
was an ambitious reversal edge.
Very ambitious. It's DXUS. Reversal edge king. Oh my God. Roulette just stuffs verticals so well.
It's flipped into another throw.
Flapjack into back throw. DXUS holding back nada. Very nicely done by DXUS. Could be evening up the score here with 1 round left. Until DXUS makes it 2-2.
Oh, interrupts. Alright, well, here's one for you.
Oh, damn. Keev getting a little bit overzealous here. Looks like he's panicking a little bit.
He's out!
2-2-A. Very, very nice. He knew that Siegfried was going to go try for a roulette. So if you hit him in that, it's going to be a counter hit. And he gets him with 2-2-A8 into the ring out.
He really needed that, man. He was, he just needs his game to take the whole tournament, but he was about to get 3-0'd.
Yeah, for sure. Hold strong.
Chases him down with the drill.
God, the range on slide AB as well. That's a good call from DXUS. He knew he was just going to break back, didn't want to get rung out. Oh, misplaced GI, and there you go. DXUS evens the score, makes it 2-2. One more, and Keev takes the tournament. One more for DXUS, and he resets the bracket. Let us know in chat what you think is going to happen. 1 for DXUS, 2 for Keev. Let us know who you think is going to take this.
This is crazy. 2-2. Like, we are seeing the start of a another good sort of chapter in this online saga. Keev, DXUS online tournament. The fact that one was in winners, one came from losers. Oh my God, this is sick. This is actually a sick match we're having, and it's so even.
It is literally neck and neck. There isn't anything you could call. Like, you could say maybe Keev needs to stop pressing so many things at such close range. Maybe you could say DXUS needs to stop reverse ledging so much because he's been blown up so easily from them. But like, outside of that, it's just...
oh my God, you hit him 6 times with that.
And then he just hits him with a 9K. That seemed like child's play.
AJ. Oh, now it's all DXUS now. Everything's working out. All right, I'll give it back to you.
It's literally just back and forth. There is nothing that you can say about either of these two where you're like, yeah, this person's got it.
Oh, they're just going back and forth. Nice. Wakes up. Perfect timing of the throw. Not again. He's getting scared. Right, they're both powered up now.
Oh, doesn't get the up -16 block punish. But DXUS is 1 round away from resetting the bracket. It's looking pretty likely.
Oh, man. Doesn't get off the duck. Catches him stepping.
50-50 is doing so much work for DXUS.
Oh, the
nice
tip.
AGA. All DXUS is doing is holding that block button. He knows his guard gauge isn't in trouble just yet. He knows he's got the life lead.
Oh my god.
Boom, boom. And there's the 50-50.
Yo, we have a reset. Oh my god, man. You could, if you said this would have happened, you'd have been like, nah, that's too perfect. That's too fairy tale. It's happening.
Yep. DXUS also comes from behind in these games as well. Oh, man. There you go. DXUS has reset the bracket. We are now in the final stretch of SWO 3. The first one to take 3 games out of Keev versus DXUS wins the tournament. Oh, man. And of course, we will have some things to let you know about by the end of the tournament. Got some shout-outs to make. But before we do that, let's get some hype for Keev versus DXUS. Grand Finals reset in Soul Warrior Online 3. Okay, DXUS starting off pretty strong. Oh man.
Oh my god.
That's happened so many times. Keev has tried to go for these vertical whiff punishes, but the roulettes are just killing him.
Oh, so many just frame moves. Oh no, he jumped forward. God, what the fuck is going on in this game?
This is Nightmare versus Siegfried, man. This is what this game has devolved into now.
Yeah!
Oh, that was perfect spacing to dodge the Soul Charge Blast, and 1B managing to get him right at the moment that Dex was pressing a button, so there was the count hit. Oh, and the IAGA doesn't work. Dex is getting a bit nervous here. You can tell when he does the A+Bs in those situations, his AGA is not coming out as well as he would want them to. Great step. It's a 6-6B. Oh, he tried it again.
He's not going to let you do that.
Oh, nicely done. Ducks the 50-50, and now Keev is set to take this first game in the Grand Finals reset. Oh. If I was Keev, I would be so upset at those roulettes. Yeah, where's the 2K into 9K gone? We need more of that. Great punish.
Nice. Building
the NTC. Yeah, builds up meter while in NTC. Like we said, he's a battery. Okay, Keev has got every opportunity.
Oh my god, no one was pressing it.
Yeah, literally, it's a good idea that Keev wasn't pressing too many buttons, except maybe just movement. Because the slightest mistake, and he could have just been 2-2 in rounds with DXUS. But there you go. Keev, first game down in the Grand Finals reset. Oh boy, I am excited.
Man, this has truly lived up to, like, you know, you're going to plan this out and go, yeah, it'd be great if this happens, but realistically it's not. But, yo, we're witnessing it. It's sick to see these two characters fling chunks of metal at each other just consistently.
Wait, if you had to put money on it, who would you say is going to win this?
I say DXUS, man. I think DXUS is going to do it, yeah.
Okay. Okay, DXUS seems to have the lead at the moment. Good back grab. Into the Wall Rising B, takes the first round. I think that might have just been a 3B, actually. Long time since we've seen one of those. And again, manages to travel too far away so that the roulette punish didn't come out. God, Keev is looking for that 6xB so much, but he manages to finally get the extension on Grimstrike KK. Good soul charge. Oh, look, he's going to be looking for now a step into 6xK is what he's going to be looking for, because he's going to get some great carry and some incredible damage. He's going to go for 1A maybe. No, straight run up into 2A. 2A, 9K, 2A. That is the Nightmares, like, Nightmares manifesto is that.
No, avoided the uppercut.
The reversal edge though. He does have a life lead. Okay, soul charge for D3XUS. Gonna be pushing Keev right to the edge. This is a bad situation for Keev to be in. Doesn't get the ring out just yet. Oh, that's a break attack! And that was the 6xBB. Keev, not sure if he could have pressed a button, maybe gone into soul charge. It didn't look like he had enough frames to do so. Now he runs up, he's got 2 bars.
Nice dark, man. Reddy was going to go for that high.
Oh god, the mix-ups. Oh, out you go!
Dirty.
Just launches them off the edge. I mean, that was kind of a complete disaster for D3XUS. He ducked for the NLSA, but, you know, he had the soul charge thing and he just got blown out the water.
Right, they're both powered up now.
Oh, great punish.
Nice.
Is he going to get the carry? Yes,
oh
he is.
My god, what a comeback from Keev. 2 clutch ring outs and he stole that.
This is looking spicy. Will D3XUS be able to come back? Because don't forget, if D3XUS had reset and then won 3, it would have been a pretty simple journey. But now that Keev has taken an extra 2, it's going to be even more of a journey for D3XUS to get through. I mean, this is the stage that we just saw Keev kill Siegfried on, kill D3XUS on. I wonder who's going to be able to take this. Oh, straight up IAGA. Look at the damage!
Oh my!
It's like half health in less than 6 seconds.
Oh, back throw.
50s. A little low. Okay, D3XUS being a bit more reserved at the start of the round. Until now, when he just A-slide Bs 4 times in a row. Polarizing beat, nice. 9K, oh, okay, Keev's got the lead here, but that reverse ledge isn't going to hit because he's going to step it into the 6A plus B to the NTC. Okay, all Keev needs to do is just hit him once with something. Oh. God, Keev is just, he's on the edge of his seat. Oh, he gets caught out of the air. God, Keev is just looking for one move. There we go. D3XUS tries to hard read with a GI after 2-2A. And a nice cheeky 2K from Keev to finish it off. Oh, the 2-2B manages to win the clash against D3XUS's A-slide B. And this damage is all for D3XUS to take.
Jesus, man, look at that. Oh, gets
50s. Oh, he tried to go for Dark Legacy. That's Dark Legacy expended with a Nightmare and Soul Charge ready to go. Nice IAGA. Oh, here we go. Keev is 1 round away. That was a really good call for the 2B into the NLSB.
Oh, wall hit.
Damage.
Oh my god.
Disgusting.
That was sick. Blocks it.
Oh, nice. Okay, DXUS finishes it off with an A-slide B. Will DXUS be able to claim this game and keep himself in the tournament, or will Keev be able to dominate him? There's a 6-6B into the 6-2A plus B. This is really, really good for Keev right now. He's still got his 2 bars and he's got NTC. All he really has to do is play it a little bit safe, and he'll be able to take this tournament.
Yeah, he uses the drill again to chase him down after that move.
What up, Flapjack? Catches him with the tech. Oh,
we tried it.
He just needs one single more launch mix-up thing, and he's dead. Runs up Dark Legacy. Oh, and there we go. 50-50. Oh, man. Side reverse hold A plus B extension in Soul Charge.
Man, this is crazy. This is living up to expectations, man. Back and forth, and
I just don't really know what. Keev just seems to be playing flawlessly, and then DXUS brings out the absolute madness stance dancing in his face when he's got 1 hit left. I mean, he was in like just above critical, and then he managed to push Keev all the way down to 0% health. Like, this is just nuts. Okay, this is an interesting stage for both of these characters to be on, because not a lot of space when you're fighting one of them, but when you've got one each with massive swords and relatively stiff movement, it's pretty rough. There we go. That's the first time I think he's done that. Advantage for Keev. Good call by DXUS to hold that guard button, but now Keev does have a Soul Charge bar ready to go. Here comes Dark Legacy.
Problem. Nice. Oh, he just does it again anyway.
Not the best block punish you could have got. He's just pressing buttons. He's chasing him down. Keev's 5A doesn't manage to get him in time. Tries to. Did he just try and go for a dropkick?
Oh, no, nice. He thought he wanted it to duck. Oh, wall hit.
No, all right. 4-4B. This is all DXUS right now. Good step by Keev into the 2K.
Great patience on Keev. He knew, right, I'm in the lead. DXUS is going to try some big comeback that's going to take a chunk of damage. Just stay calm.
Another tech trap. Oh, he gets it with the Quake! Doesn't actually get the 6V drill, though. Mega drill. Completely dropped. Okay, DXUS is going to have to do something drastic here. Oh my god, the damage. He just keeps on pressing buttons, and there's a front flapjack. See you later. But you know what? This happened last time. Keev was a round up, and he managed to flump it. Okay, 2-2A. Oh, that's a good interrupt by Keev. He's going to be pushing that advantage. There's the grab, pushing him against the wall. There's a Soul Charge. Oh, he tried to go for the CE, but he got knocked out of it. Oh, 3K gets rouletted. Oh my god, there's a back 10TI!
Why does that exist?
Doesn't get a good punish on that. Good cancel. No duck on the 6AA, but there's the lethal hit from the AGI. 1 hit away. Oh my god, that was a great series. Oh my god, my mouth is very dry. Okay. Oh, man. Congratulations to Keev. That was an incredible grand final. Both of them exchanging massive damage. Soul charges on soul charges. NTC versus Dark Legacy. Nightmare versus Siegfried.
Yo, that
Oh
was
man.
sick, man. That lived up to the expectation. You know, we mentioned it at the start, like it's sort of potential. They're both on opposite sides. We actually got the full on run back and Keev coming out on top, showing why he is one of the best, not even just currently, to ever do it, man. That was sick. It was sick. Fair play to Dex again when he's in losers and he will make that run. You can never count this man out. So many times, as you said, Dan, he's come from behind to take some
Mm.
of these games, and he managed to make it so competitive. Excellent work to both these players and to you guys for putting like so much money into the match arena as well. Over $100, and that all goes to the players. So thanks, congratulations to Keev.
For sure. So before I let Dragon sign off, I got a few things to let you know about. So if you hit exclamation mark next in the chat, which I will do for you all now, you'll be able to sign up for SWO number 4 on March the 13th. So if you like what you've seen and you want to participate, head over to that link now. It will be in the second week of March, on March 13th at 3 p.m. GMT. Also, we have something from our French cousins across the channel. Fury LAN Cup, or the Fury Cup rather. It will be an online tournament on February the 27th, 2 p.m. at UTC +1 time zone. It will be a 48-player cap, and there is a plus €84 prize for the top 3 contributions on Match Arena. Of course, head over there to make sure you sign up for that. And then the last thing that I want to tell you about will be something happening at 8 p.m. GMT. This is a personal thing, if Grim doesn't mind me plugging this. Who Wants to Be a Danillionaire episode 5 will be featuring Milos and Neon on a team. It will be on 8 p.m. Over on my channel, twitch.tv/Danerai, where they'll be answering a bunch of questions on Soulcalibur VI, and we'll be trying our best to make them look like fools. But that's everything from me. Thank you everybody for watching. What about you, Drag?
Nice one. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. There's a lot of stuff going on with Soulcalibur. Like Dan mentioned those events. There's also another just spur of the moment thing came up. There's a EU team tournament that's going on. Russian scene are going against some of the EU players. So it's turned in from an 11v11 to 13v13, and that's going to be going on the Russian Soulcalibur channel. So you've got a lot of options there for stuff that you want to see after this tournament. That's going to be happening at I think it's 8 p.m. as well, European time. So yeah, if you want to see some the Russian squad go against the team EU, have a check out of that. But thanks for joining us, guys. It's been great to have Soulcalibur back to the regular monthlies again. We've had a great tournament there. It's good to see new players. We saw Glass that we've never seen before. Keev and Ailes, I think it's their debut into Elf tournaments. So, Keev come out, first time entering, first time winning. So shouts out to Keev for joining. Thanks to everyone for donating. Yeah, it's been great. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Transcending history and the world, a tale of soul and swords, eternally retold.
Here as well, but it's great to see friends and rivals. They're gonna let the scenes rock because that's what they do. They know about aesthetic, they know about story. Let it build.
You ready for it?
Yeah, that was sick.
There it is. Oh, I love it. I love it so